Hello everyone, this is going to be the sixth episode of the Seb Ahmed podcast, and today we're going to talk about how to take care of yourself. So, the first point that we want to talk about is going to be hygiene. So, what are the most important things in your opinion, Seb?
Is um showering. The first thing comes to my mind is showering.
Okay, why do you think so?
Because if you don't shower, you'll smell bad and you'll feel bad. Not just in general, like not showering, but if not showering correctly, not showering properly, can get you problems.
hmm And how do you shower correctly, in your opinion?
Use a loofah, a decent good loofah, or a specific scrubber that you put on your hand. You put body wash and everywhere. Make sure you hit the spot. You rub it very good, so all the dead cells on your skin uh, get cleaned off. A good example would be like getting a wet tissue and scrubbing it on, let's say, your back, right, or at the bottom of your back, and then you'll see like it's brown. If that happens to you, you're not showering correctly.
hmm Well, yeah, in my opinion as well, it's showering that is the most important because it helps with a lot of different things and it also matters when you shower, and there are times that are good to shower and times that it really doesn't matter that much. Because let's say if you shower and you go to the gym after that, then that is in a way not the best that you can do. It's better to shower after and come home from the gym. So you also have to see when you need to shower during the day. And it's not like you have to shower once per day. You can also shower twice if you need to. So let's say if you shower in the morning before you go somewhere to work, to school, to whatever you need to go to, after you come home, you can, if you work to school or whatever, you can leave things at home, you can eat something, and you can go to the gym. And after you come home from the gym, then you can shower. So it's 2 showers in the day, and you can shower like this multiple times. I wouldn't recommend more than two because at that point you're just using too much time for showering. But in general, also you shouldn't waste too much time when you're in the shower because let's say you go in the shower and you shower for 30 minutes, like what are you even doing? It's pointless. Anything more than 10 minutes, in my opinion, is just wasting time because there isn't anything that you're going to do for more than 10 minutes. You have to start the water, then, you know, just wash yourself a little bit with water and get your shampoo, body wash, whatever, wash yourself with that. And that shouldn't take more than 10 minutes in almost any case. And if you shower in the morning, what I also like to do is as I finish showering, I'm going to brush my teeth and it's going to be kind of like combining the two things almost, and it's going to be a bit quicker and you're going to feel better when you shower in the morning from my experience.
Just for you to know, in some countries, people wait for the shower to warm up, which takes around 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
I believe so. I guess like 4 minutes, something like this. 3 to 4 minutes. I don't remember.
I didn't
But
know
yeah,
that.
in some countries, you wait for it to warm up.
Hmm, that's interesting. But in that case, as soon as you enter in the bathroom, just start in the water and it's going to be faster. And you can, in that case, brush your teeth before you go into the shower while the shower is running, and then you're kind of saving time.
Yeah, don't waste time. Do something else. Meanwhile, something is while you're waiting for shower to warm up. Yeah.
Yeah, don't waste time. And also, brushing your teeth is incredibly important. This is probably the second most important thing. Brush your teeth twice a day. Don't brush them once, only in the morning or only at night. You need both in the morning after you wake up and at night before you go to bed. And if you ask any dentist, they're gonna even tell you that at night it's more important to brush your teeth. Because when you don't brush your teeth at night, you have all of the things from the food that you are eating during the day. And while you are sleeping, this can basically ruin your teeth. It can cause like cavity and other bad stuff about your teeth. So brushing your teeth at night is actually more important than in the morning. But if you don't brush them in the morning, that's going to make it so that your breath is going to smell most likely after you wake up and when you go outside. So brush them twice a day. That's very important.
Not just personally, it's also came to the point where I've been to dentist a lot of times. A lot of reasons. Um, but the proper way to brush your teeth is not sideways, it's up and down motion, like this. Because the other way, it's like, how do I put this? The other way, the layer of your teeth, which is called, I don't remember how it's in English, um, but it's rubbing off the way you do that, I believe, and that might cause loss of whiteness in your the healthy whiteness, not too white. Too white, by the way, is also like it's impossible. Teeth by itself are not too white. They're naturally a little bit yellowish, a little bit. Um, so you might lose that natural like whiteness of your skin, and then
Of your teeth, I mean,
plus
not your
yeah,
skin.
yeah, your teeth, yeah. It was just last time we talked about skin and showering and all
Yeah.
this, so yeah. So the layer of your teeth, like in Russian we call it emal, but I don't know if I forgot how
Yeah,
it's in
like
English.
MI or something. I don't know.
Yeah, something like that. So that will like by time they'll rub off. Or people that brush their teeth too hard, like you don't need that. I'm getting my protein done as well here. Um, so that's important. And then, for example, you need to always scrub your tongue. Don't forget about that. Get a scrubber thingy, like, or at the back of your toothbrush, and fucking get your tongue out and fucking, scrub it off.
Yeah.
Because most of the times your breath stinks is because you don't brush your tongue, guys. You don't clean it. You don't clean it well. Make sure you get like a special, like a thingy, like a plastic that has like a hole inside, and you'll get it on your tongue and just you fucking scrub off everything on top of it. And that will clean your tongue and that will make your breath at least 3 times better, like way better.
Yeah.
And after you do that all, and then at the end, do like a general, like I don't know, like over checkup. Just get a little bit more toothpaste on your toothbrush, and just go around your mouth, a little bit, and then wash it off everything.
I've also heard about the motion itself. You can kind of do it like this in a circular motion. I don't know if
That as
it's good,
well.
but for me,
Both I think.
for me, these things don't apply because they have an electric toothbrush, and if you look at some studies, actually, electric toothbrushes are much better than the normal ones because they kind of spin in a circle and they clean better. And I can literally see it. Like before, I had an electric toothbrush and something happened to it, like the battery or something. Like I couldn't use it; it was broken. So I used a manual for some time, and after I got another electric one, I saw the difference instantly. When you are using an electric one, your teeth are way cleaner and way more white, and it also feels better when you're doing it. Like you actually feel how you're cleaning everything. And for some people that have more sensitive gums, or what is it called, around your teeth, when you have those things more sensitive, then electric toothbrushes might not be very good for you. But if you have one like mine, it's Oral-B Vitality Pro or something like that. When you have that one, I have like 3 stages of power. So first is like slower, then the second is kind of faster, and then the third is the fastest. I usually use the second and then the third for a little bit. But if you have more sensitive mouth, then you can use just the first option, and it's going to be good for you as well. So if you buy one like this that has 3 stages, you will not have problems with that most likely. And I would recommend, if you have the money to buy an electric one.
About the gums you said, guys, don't forget to floss your teeth. You go to the dentist and you're like, oh, floss your teeth, and then your teeth bleed out. Sometimes when you brush your teeth, blood comes out underneath your gum tissues, and that just proves that you don't guys floss your teeth, because usually when you floss your teeth, you get used to it, and then there's no more blood coming out because gums are used to being stimulated, if you know what I mean. And plus, there is this one famous guy that's like a comedian. He was doing a lot of stupid shit, and he says how his breath stinks all the time. And when he started flossing, um, breath just, it disappeared. You just gotta, because there's bacteria that stores in between your teeth, and you need to floss in order for that bacteria to go out. Because remember, when you're brushing your teeth, you don't go and like make sure it goes in between your teeth, right? You're just doing on surface most of the times.
Yeah,
So make sure you floss your teeth.
yeah. And also, when you're brushing your teeth, make sure to go all the way back as well to the last teeth, because this was an issue for me before. Like, I didn't go all the way, so make sure to go all the way and even see on the mirror while you're brushing your teeth if you are going all the way back, and also back on the bottom and on the top, both of them. Like, make sure to brush all the teeth, because otherwise, um, you're gonna get cavity on those teeth that you are not brushing, obviously.
You can visualize it, make sure you're there. Okay, and then around on top.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna talk about nails. Cut your nails. You might be like, hold on, but in last podcast you're like, you didn't cut your nails either. The thing is, I don't go anywhere. Okay, for those to wonder, I don't go anywhere. I stay at home and I work all day pretty much. I have no time for friends. I have no time for video games. I think Ahmed knows himself. So I stay at home and that's all I do. And mostly I type on my laptop. I work on my laptop all the time. And long nails help me to type accurately and faster. But people be like, "Oh, that's an excuse. You're just lazy." Well, as I said, I have no reason to like right now can be really bothered about it. Yeah, it's like 5 minutes, but still, I don't know. But for those who do go out all the time, go work, school, uni, or they do martial arts, um, cutting your nose is important. But about martial arts is that you sometimes, for example, me, we kick, right? In Taekwondo, mostly we kick. And if you don't cut your nails on legs, you might hurt the other person. Like you might scratch the skin off, really hard. Happened to me once. My fucking feet was bleeding because the other guy didn't fucking cut his nails. And yeah, cut your nails and make sure you guys clean your nails, not just cut them and go on with your day. Make sure you clean them. Get like also it depends the way you cut them. If you cut them like around, they will shape by time like round, like pretty much like mine. I think you can see on my pinky.
Yeah.
The thing is, other people just cut it straight. There's not really a difference. I didn't notice, but apparently if you cut it straight, it will like get less bacteria underneath it. I feel like, or something like this, but I don't know. And then also for those people who are like all about the nails, like women, right? And if you notice you have dirty nails, I don't know what if you are you like not showering or washing your hands during the day. Like I have long nails and I should have more dirty nails than y'all, and apparently they're clean as shit. Like I don't know if you can see anything underneath them, but they're clean. So I wash my hands every 1 hour because I type a lot. I type a lot. My hands get sweaty, so I go take I go take some soap and thoroughly like clean my nails and wash my hands.
Yeah, like having dirty nails, if you're showering every day, you shouldn't have dirty nails. Like for me personally, after every time I shower, my nails are completely clean. And I usually um, cut my nails after I shower because when they're completely clean, you can see everything and then you can easily cut it and you can see exactly where you need to cut them. And for straight and round, mine are something in between, aren't really exactly straight or exactly
Yeah,
round, so I don't know how much that matters. Said about bacteria. Maybe it makes a difference. Haven't really looked at that, but
probably not, but I don't know. I just heard something like this.
yeah. But in general, the most important thing is having them clean and then cutting them like I don't know every week or something like that. And also don't forget about your nails on the feet, like on the toes.
Oh
You have to
yeah.
also cut those because both are important on the feet and on the hands as well. So cut both of them. Make sure they're both clean.
The reason your feet mostly smell bad, guys, is because you don't cut your nails on the feet. Because they store bacteria underneath, and that shit smells. By the way, all that shit smells. Sometimes I even check like I smell my nails, and if they smell bad, I make sure like it's time to cut or something, or it's either time to go wash my hands. One of those.
Yeah.
But On the feet, yeah, that's very important because that's most of the reasons your feet smell bad because stuff stores underneath your nails and that shit smells.
Yeah. And now about smells in general. Like, it's very important to smell good because when you're around people and you smell bad, those people will not want to be around you anymore. And when you smell good, it's going to make their mood better in a way as well. Because when you're around somebody that smells good, you actually feel better. So the most important things for this is, as we already said, showering is incredibly important, and we told you how you need to shower in general. And also, it's very important to use deodorant, use fragrances, and also for your breath, use chewing gum. So for fragrances, you don't really have to buy anything expensive. You can buy something cheaper that smells nicely, and you can just use a little bit more so that it can have better performance. Because if you just get a cheap one and spray yourself 3 times or something, in 1 or 2 hours, nothing, like nobody is going to smell your fragrance. So you need to use a little bit more, and after that, everyone is going to kind of notice it. And also, um, when you are using a fragrance like perfume or something, remember to, or remember that sometimes if you didn't shower or if your skin is not moisturized in general, it will not have as good of a performance because your skin is looking for hydration, and it is going to kind of absorb the fragrance and it's not going to smell as much. So you need to, or the best way that you can do it is to do it after taking a shower, and you can also use Vaseline that will make it also last longer. So you put Vaseline and then you spray on top of it, and that's going to make it last longer. And yeah, in general, just remember these things because that will improve the performance, and also remember to spray it on your neck, somewhere on your clothes. I like to do it in front in general, and I don't know where else people do it. You can do it on the inside of the elbow, you can do it on top of the hand, something like this. You can just watch few videos and you can get an idea of what are the best places. Also, the back of the neck can be a good place.
Behind your ears.
Yeah, behind
Behind
the
your
ears.
ears. Because if you're going on a date and you're hugging that woman, what does she smell when she hugs you? Behind your ear or the back of your neck? Those two, mainly. So yeah.
The thing about the back of the neck is, or at least what I heard is like when you're passing by somebody, the back of the neck leaves kind of like a trail almost of the smell, you know? So that's kind of why it can be good to spray on the back of the neck as well. And also, if you spray it on top of the hand, when you're doing something with your hands, it's going to kind of like when you're moving your hands around, it's going to smell around. So that can be good as well. And also, it's important to not only use fragrances but also use deodorant because when you are sweating, it's going to, most of the time, it's not going to smell stronger than the fragrance, but people can feel it for sure. And when you use deodorant, obviously, you're not going to sweat as much, so it's not going to smell as much. And also, what you can do, because, like, let's say if you have some kind of deodorant that's strong and then you have a fragrance that's kind of weak, it's going to smell different and it's going to be weird. But what you can do is you can buy the same um, brand of the deodorant and the fragrance. So let's say
They
if you
sell in a
use,
bundle pack.
yeah, they say in a bundle pack, or you can use them, like, or you can buy them separately. But let's say about the one that I showed you last time, Straight Red Coat, which is something that I recommend because it's cheap and smells pretty good. This one, you can buy the perfume, and you can buy a deodorant, and you can buy a shampoo, and you can use all three of them, and it's going to be really nice because let's say you take a shower, and they all have the same smell, obviously. So you take a shower, and you already kind of smell like that all around your body, and then you use the deodorant to not sweat and smell more like this, and then you use the perfume as well. So you're going to have, um, it's almost like, imagine if the fragrance was strong and it had a good performance. This is kind of going to do it for you. So you buy different products and it's going to make it so that the smell of the fragrance lasts longer because you have the smell from three different products pretty much. So obviously it's going to last longer. And if you buy something that is cheaper and it still smells good, it's going to be good for your budget.
Could you smell your fragrance and please describe it for us? What does it smell like? Where would that fragrance fit in what occasion and where when to wear it?
Well, actually, there's a website for this. I'm going to try to do it, but there's a website, I think it's called Fragrantica or something like that. If you go on that website, you can see descriptions like which seasons it's good for and things like this. But it's empty, actually, but the cup still smells a bit, so it's kind of, in a way, sweet. I would say kind of calm. I think it can be good for almost any occasion. It's not like um, for business meetings or for dates. It can be used for both, I guess. I think it's going to be pretty good for like dates and social environments like this. I think it's going to be good for clubs. On that website Fragrantica, they say it's good for summer, but I think it's good for
Yeah.
winter as well because it's kind of like, I don't know, it gives me this nice kind of vibe, like sweet, calm. It smells really good in my opinion. Like it's probably one of my favorites that I have used and that I have smelled. But in general, if you want to go for something more expensive, that's also good because those will have longer performance, and some good ones are like Versace Eros. Like Versace aren't too expensive. They're alright prices compared to the
50,
most
60,
expensive
right?
ones.
50,
Uh,
60 around there.
Depends. I don't know from where I buy them because in Bulgaria there are sites that are like you can get for maybe 80, 90 euro, something like this. But it really depends on where you're buying them from and stuff like that. But in general, they're not from the most expensive. And if you have a lot of money, then you can go into some serious stuff. Like you can go into Creed, you can go into Tom Ford and all that stuff. But for the purpose of this episode, we're not going to cover these because I don't think a lot of people who are watching us have that type of money.
I mean, uh, I want to relate on how to probably use a deodorant, and I want to relate to a little bit on the fragrance that Ahmed said. So give me a second. So I have pretty good. No, I mean it's decent because I don't really go anywhere, so I don't really need much fragrances. But I did one. I did buy one, which I already showed in the last podcast. But I do have a Calvin Klein one, which is not even that expensive. I believe it's like 30, 20 euros. I don't remember. It's affordable. It's in a range where you can pretty much afford it. If you if you feel like buying one, if you're a busy guy, I'm not, so I wasn't even bothered to buy a second bottle. But for those who are wondering on buying a good fragrance, it might worth it. You can just buy one and use it for as long as I don't know it will last. But it depends on the people that that are going somewhere. Uh, as well about deodorants. I think this is where my knowledge kicks in a little bit. So I've explained already last time, but let's do it right now for in general, like the whole how to take care of yourself thingy. So different type of deodorants. So we have stick, right? Then we have the roller, which has aluminium, and then we have the normal spray one. So the roller one has aluminium, which makes it a little bit more intoxicated, like toxic, but it lasts longer because of the aluminium in there, like make it last long. And plus, for the stick one, I'm not sure if this one has deodorant. I mean, sorry, aluminium. I might have said last time that it did, but I'm not sure. It doesn't. So they're pretty much these are kind of the same in some ways, but roller and stick ones they include aqua. Not sure what's that, but that's the difference pretty much. So this one on stick. So I use Allspice Captain here, but this one is more like you're mostly focused on doing it only in armpits, because some people that shower clean they actually smell good. And sometimes you don't need like the extra deodorant all over your body, some people do that. Some people do spray on armpits and then they do a little like all around their body, like a little bit. I understand those people because if you shower well and if you're going somewhere, you're gonna smell well, right? You don't need that extra deodorant because you're using all of those um body washes, shampoos, right? For what? Like they smell good already. They so for me it's like if you're going somewhere, you either use a stick or a roller because spray won't really affect the fragrance effect, affect your fragrance, and it might like last it longer. Because imagine if you're putting this all over your body, right? And then you're putting a t-shirt on, and then you put fragrance and everything. The smell of the deodorant on your body, I kind of interferes, right? Some people even put the deodorant around their neck. I don't know why,
Well, I
but
personally wouldn't like to smell like deodorant. I would much prefer a perfume in some, like
yeah,
whatever
exactly.
perfume. Most perfumes are going to smell better than most deodorants for sure.
So that's one thing on how to use the deodorant. So going somewhere, this for your armpits, so your armpits don't smell. That's it. Boom, here, rub around, make sure your armpits are clean before applying because oh, by the way, yeah, if your armpits aren't clean before applying uh except for spray because spray doesn't have direct contact with your skin, except the stick and roller. If you don't wash your uh armpits or they're not clean, they're like sweaty or they smell a little bit, they even smell a little bit, um the like it might get inside the roller like the because you're doing directly, right? It's in contact. It might get in the roller and might affect like the whole bottle. It might smell bad in the future. I don't know if people know that. Same effect for this one. Like it might affect the top layer of this one, but I think you can just scratch it off and then like the rest that is under is fine, but if you're using guys roller just for or stick just in general, just remember to wash your armpits before they make sure they're clean. But this one it doesn't really matter, this one is mostly like, oh, let me just make sure like I smell good, if like I'm at school, like quick, after gym or after PE, something like this.
Yeah, that's a very good use. If you have it in your backpack and you use it after PE or you use it after the gym, that's going to be pretty handy. But also a bit of a trick or a hack. If your feet smell usually, what you can do is if you have a spray deodorant, before going to bed you can spray it on your feet and then put on your socks and sleep with your socks on. And most likely during the next day your feet are not going to sweat as much, so they're not going to smell usually. But so remember that it might not work if your shoes already smell, because if the shoe smells and you put your foot inside of it, your foot is going to smell if you go throughout the entire day with that shoe. So you have to wash your shoes and then start doing this trick, and then your feet are not going to smell as much. But of course you have to keep doing it and you have to keep washing your shoes as well, which is very important. A lot of people actually don't wash their shoes at all, and that's really weird to me. You have to be washing them at least once a month, in my opinion.
I was about to say that about the shoe trick. Use baby powder. They don't when you put them. How you apply baby powder in your feet is just you basically open like this one. You get a sock inside, just pour it in, just a little bit. Close the top and just shake it around because this absorbs moisturize. This absorbs the your feet like sweating. About you said like sleeping in feet and putting deodorant. That might work, but for me, I get sweaty a lot during the night, so I think I don't want to have a sweaty socks by the time I wake up. So it might depend on people, but for me, I might like it might be really hot for me. So even in the winter, like it's too hot and my fucking sweat will like my feet will sweat. So like I always put this anywhere I go. I always put this, like except taekwondo because this will make your feet slippery and you may fall down while training or something. So and also these are perfumed already. It says in Spanish it says perfumado, which means perfumed. Like it already has a scent to it. So you could do the deodorant trick, or you could do as well the baby powder trick, which absorbs the water because it's a powder. So about fragrances for those who are like I don't know maybe not new to this or something, um, Calvin Klein is classic. It's nice. It's not businessy for sure. You're not gonna go on business appointments with it. It's nice on dates. It's classic. It's not sportswear for sure. Then we have Antonio Banderas the Icon Black, which is Antonio Banderas. I don't know how people don't know about this, but he's a really famous actor. He's a really famous Spanish actor. So he he made this one, which is his newest, by the way, cologne, and it's on dates. It's sweet, by the way. It's really sweet. Not too much, but It's decently manly sweet, you know. It has the man vibe to it. So appointments, sure, there are casual appointments, but not business appointments as well. I would say. I would. The thing is, I bought this because I don't go anything important. Like I don't go on business meetings or anything. Like I don't go anywhere except like if I do go somewhere, it's a hangout. It's a either a date or it's just I'm gonna go seeing someone, right? This is perfect for it. Then I bought this one at Carrefour for like €7, which is lasted me a year over or something, and it smells strong. It's manly and it's sweet as well, more like summer date vibe, you know, going hang out summer with someone during the summer. This in winter doesn't really fit because I live in Spain and it's hot most of the times here. That's so I'm kind of forced to use this kind of perfumes or sorry fragrances or colognes, whatever. So yeah, for me this is pretty much about fragrance deodorant, but as well how Ahmed said, shower and use some type of moisturizing on your skin, a moisturizer, before applying the fragrance. Because moisturizers last good amount of time on your skin because skin absorbs moisturizers a lot better and they last longer on your skin. And when you apply fragrances on top, they last longer as well because of the moisturizer that has already been on the skin.
Even without moisturizer, if you just shower, the fragrance is going
Yeah.
to last longer. There's something about this that I thought of just now, because it's not a glass or anything. You can bring this anywhere in your backpack or whatever, and it's impossible to break this. Because if you have one that's glass or something, if you put it in your backpack, there is a chance to break it. But this you cannot break this. I don't know what this is, but if I throw it on the ground, it's not going to break, most likely.
I've brought this everywhere pretty much in in my school bag, and it's it's made out of glass. But I don't know if you can tell, but like it's really fucking thick on the bottom. At least you can tell.
Yeah,
I don't know, but I understand if you're talking about this Calvin Klein bottle.
that's
This
something
thing
like
will
that.
break. This thing will break for sure. But
If you
yeah,
drop it on the floor right now, it's probably going to break. But that thing, no chance.
I'm scared to. I'm not gonna test that theory. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Also
is that
something
pretty much? Oh, muffle.
Also, something important about your breath now, because your breath can ruin everything. Like if you showered, if you put deodorant, if you put fragrance and smell nice, and then you have bad breath, everything is ruined because when you start speaking, people are going to feel it for sure. And it's a really bad experience to have somebody around you have bad breath. So imagine you're having a good talk with somebody, but he has a bad breath. So if you want to stop talking and you want to think of something to go away, or you can just tell him straight up, but you don't know how people are going to react to it. And I usually don't like telling people that their breath smells or anything like that. But you need to be self-conscious about it, and you can bring either a pack of gums or you can bring a whole thing like this of gums. It has like 46 inside. Yeah, 46 inside. And I usually bring this in my school bag when I go to school. And if you don't go to school, if you are going out to hang out with somebody, you can just get a pack and you can put it in your pocket or whatever, and you can use it from time to time. And remember to use it after you eat mostly, because when you eat, that's when you get the bad breath most likely. And when you get just a chewing gum, doesn't matter what smell it is, it's going to smell better for sure. So remember to do that.
About the bad breath, even if you shower and you do all of those things and your body smells good, once somebody smells your breath, even if it's bad, sometimes, sure, you know, it happens. But if it happens on accident, everything you've done to your body, which is taking care of it, has gone to waste. Because now they know your breath stinks, and it doesn't matter how good your fragrance is, how good your deodorant is, how good you apply it, and how correctly you do it. Doesn't matter how many times you shower and how many times you wash your head. And we haven't spoken about washing your head, but we're gonna do that later a little bit. So doesn't matter how much you do that, your breath will be like, oh man, never mind. Yeah, this guy's a little bit stinks, you know. Yeah. At
Yes,
most, they're
but
like having a good, inappropriate, like first reaction of you, first interaction with you. Good, perfect. Start you speaking, boom, that's it, ruined.
yeah. Imagine you're meeting somebody for the first time, or imagine this. You put
On a
some nice
date.
clothes. No, not even dates. You put some nice clothes, some nice fragrance, deodorant, everything, and you go out, but your breath smells, and you approach a girl and say, "Hello, how are you?" And as soon as you say that, she's gonna be like, "No." She's gonna say like, either she's going to ignore you or she's gonna say, "No, I have a boyfriend," and she's just going to go away as fast as possible. So you need all three in order to smell good. You need a deodorant, you need fragrance, and you need chewing gum or at least brushing your teeth. And your breath is most likely going to smell after you eat, as I said, or if you're like me and you like drinking coffee. I usually drink coffee before going to the gym. Some people drink, most people actually drink it in the morning. I know some drink it before the gym as well. So when you do that, let's say you drink coffee and you work out. After you finish working out, get chewing gum and just chew it wherever you're going after you work out. I personally go to the bus stop and go home. So I chew the gum as soon as I get into the changing room in the gym, and then my breath is going to smell well when I'm on the bus. So remember that, and if you drink the coffee in the morning, you can just, like if you're drinking it outside, of course you can chew a gum, but if you're drinking it inside, you can even just brush your teeth after you drink the coffee or something. So there are ways to get around it easily when you're at home, but when you're outside, you have to have chewing gum with you, because otherwise there isn't a way to fix your breath pretty much. Like you can't bring your toothpaste and toothbrush to school or something.
Oh yeah, about brushing teeth, I forgot. If you just had a lunch or something, and you're at work, for example, right, or your school, bring a toothbrush or a little bit of toothpaste. Like they sell small tubes of toothpaste, just little ones. So go to the bathroom. Don't brush your teeth thoroughly, because 3 times a day brushing your teeth, like the normal way you do brush your teeth, in the night or in the morning, that's too much, and that'll the top layer of your teeth, that will go away for sure already. So it's just make sure you go in the bathroom, floss your teeth a little bit, make sure you get all the food out, get some toothpaste on your toothbrush, and just go around a little bit, make sure it's clean, I'm trying to say.
I personally wouldn't do that at school because it's kind of weird, but
That's cool
if
not
you
that's cool
want to.
not but I used to study in a private school, and we would do that there a lot. But um for example, also mouthwash, so important for me. Brushing my teeth with just the normal toothpaste like Signal or Colgate, like the ones I usually use. um they give that smell, but I feel like it doesn't even last long. I feel like it lasts for like 30 minutes and that's it, in my opinion. So mouthwash comes in help a lot. Like mouthwash just kicks in there, make it like for like an hour at least. Like the fresh breath, after you brush your teeth. I don't know how is it for you, Ahmed, but for me it helps. The mouthwash for sure helps.
I don't use it often. I usually use it when my dentist recommends. So when he's doing something on my teeth and he tells me use mouthwash because it's going to help with this and that, and then I use it. But I usually don't use it. I don't know how much it helps, and I cannot really speak on that topic too much because I don't really use it that much.
I used to use a lot of mouthwash. For me, it was essential until like last 2 months. I just didn't use anymore just to see like how will it affect. And certainly, I would love to go back to using Listerine. For those people who know, Listerine is a mouthwash brand, pretty much the most famous one, pretty much the best one. It literally kills your gums with the alcohol it has inside. I'm joking, but yeah, it might get so hard sometimes, like you start tearing up a little bit. That's how strong it is. And yeah, it pretty much recommended to use once a day, and I believe it before you go to sleep because of all the stuff stuffed in your mouth, and the mouthwash helps it to keep it kind of disinfected and clean. You know what I'm trying to say? Because in during the night is the most important time where you need to brush your teeth. So mouthwash is just like it gives that like extra shield protection. You know what I'm trying to say? So that's really helps a lot, Ahmed. I recommend you to get not a cheap brand. I've tried like the brand of my store, the like, and it's not that strong. It's not really that effective. It's a waste of money. Just get a mouthwash which is Listerine. For me, it was the best I've used my whole life. My father, because My father always go to office, work, and he always made sure his breath smells good. He's one of those guys like I need to brush my teeth all the time, like twice a day, consistent on it all the time. And he would always get good brands. Colgate, the best. Different types, obviously, but you gotta work out which one you like more, which one works. It depends on all people. Um, Listerine mouthwash, always he had a small bottle if he, for example, traveled somewhere quick, because my father used to travel a lot. He's a ship mobilizer, so he used to travel a lot to different countries. And for him, breath is very important because he would also always meet important people around, talk to bosses, different meetings, schedules. And for him, breath was important on top. So good fragrance, obviously, Dior Sauvage. I still remember that scent on him. Um, and pretty much breath is so important when you're a busy guy, and not just a busy guy, everywhere. Like, just get a mouthwash and a good one and use it. The thing is, I didn't buy it because like 7 years or like eight, a big bottle of it, like I believe, or something like this, or 12 or 10, I don't remember, around there. But it's gonna last you like a month, I guess, something like this. Just get one. It's good. It's affordable and whatever. So, about washing hair, Ahmed, do you have any experience on this? Any knowledge?
For me personally, I don't really do anything too special for my hair. What I do is when I get in the shower, I obviously go into the shower a little bit just with the water and make sure my hair is wet all around. And then after that, I use some shampoo. I usually use uh, Nivea, but it doesn't really matter what exactly you use. And if you use the same as your fragrance, that can also be good in my opinion. But whatever you use, you just put some on your hand. But make sure to not use too little of it. Make sure to use a good amount and wash your hair. And I have heard also that it's not good to shampoo your hair every time you're showering or every day because that's not going to be good. It's going to get rid of the natural oils and whatever you have in your hair. So that is not going to be ideal if you are using shampoo every time. But when you are using it, make sure to go all over your hair. Don't use too little. Go everywhere. And just after that, just wash it off. And I know some people use moisturizer
Conditioner?
or conditioner. Yeah, conditioner. And I don't know. I don't have experience with that. I haven't used it because I don't really put too much effort. Because for my hair, I just wash it like that, and then after that, if I'm going out, I use hair wax, and it just looks good anyway.
I used to have long hair. For those who don't know, I don't know if I told you before, but I had long hair. So that was 3 years ago, a little bit, maybe even a little bit more, 3.5 years ago. I used to have long hair, and even for those who don't have long hair, it doesn't matter. Uh, Conditioner kind of helps to soften up your hair and make it easier to take care of it. But for example, me, I have a buzz cut. Like it's a buzz cut, like, so I don't need to do anything with my hair. It's my hair are straight, but like by a little bit of time, I think you can tell like they go down because of their own weight, I guess, or something like this. But for instance, for you, have you used wax today?
Today, no, because I haven't gone out. And if you can see how my hair is sticking out everywhere, basically, like
Yeah, I can
it's
tell
almost like
your hair is like,
spikes. Yeah.
yeah, like I was about to say like spikes. They're like good. So for you, maybe, yeah, you don't need anything. I think try conditioner. Like I'm sure your mother has conditioner because
Yeah, she has.
women use that. Yeah, of course. So try conditioner a little bit. By the way, how to use a conditioner? First like you wash your head with normal shampoo, And by the way, don't use your nails, please. It damages your skin and your scalp. Do not use your nails. Massage your head with fingers. Get in there thoroughly like this. Massage it. Do not use your nails. Please, guys, don't. It damages your skin, might fuck up something, who the hell knows, and then you get bald or whatever. So, um, so after you wash off, make sure it's clean. Like, make sure there's no more shampoo left. So wash off your head thoroughly, and then get like this amount of conditioner. Depends on how much your hair you have. Like how long is it as well. Ahmed and me, this much is enough, like just a little bit. So you spray around and well, or like normal shampoo, you get on your hair and you just massage it like you don't. It's not like shampoo. It's not like shampoo where you need to like actual wash it and stuff. It's more like you make sure on like it gets on every hair on your head. And once that just like go around a little bit and then wash it off. And it make sure like you don't wash it off fully until you cannot feel it. Make sure you wash it off until like and you understand like oh like that's enough. I can still feel the conditioner in there with my hands a little bit. Like it's soft now. So like don't wash it off fully basically. What I'm trying to say. Like usually guys do with shampoo. So that will soften up your hair. Maybe make it easier for you to wax your hair. I don't know. Maybe it will, maybe it not, because your hair, as you said, is spiky, right? So maybe it's gets hard sometimes to wax. I guess because it's too spiky.
Not really, because I use a good amount of wax and I can just, with my technique that I showed previously, how I use wax, it just goes everywhere and I can pretty much do whatever I want with my hair and it looks nice. So I haven't really felt the need to use it, but if you don't really use wax or gel or anything like that, I guess conditioner can be good for you.
Condition just softens up your hair. It doesn't make it easy. Well, it makes it easier to style because it's soft now. That means you can do a lot of tricks with your hair. But for those who people that have long hair and whatever, and maybe a little bit stiff, I don't know, like like not soft as Ahmed's. I believe it's like it might be spiky, but I feel like they're soft. Like I don't know. I
Not
wanna
really.
like
I don't know what is soft and what is stiff for you, but like for me, like it's not really soft because even if I hold it like this for a minute, it's still going to go the same way after I released.
I have a friend whose hair is so soft, man. Like what I mean by soft, it's like feather. Like I was like, damn, like he had the pus cut, but like it was nice, satisfying to sometimes like do this to his head like as a joke. So, and when I always go for a basket, like I go zero, like I could just go bold basically, and people just like my friends at school, they joke on me, they just do this to my head. So yeah, but for those who also like guys go bold, for those who go bold, you don't need as much as shampoo, you don't need anything. Like I saved that so much like money on shampoo when I was going bold all the time, cause like I do taekwondo, I sweat a lot. I used to work out. I couldn't be bothered having like nice stylish hair, perm, all of that stuff, right? Because I always go to taekwondo and work out, and it's hot in here in Spain. It's so annoying to have long hair. So that's why a lot of people have like fades or something here, I guess, and that's pretty much the reason I have buzz cut. But yeah, for those who want to use the conditioner, it might help. I don't use it because I'm bald. I mean, sorry, not bald, but I'm rocking a buzz cut, so I don't really need conditioner. Same as Ahmed, he doesn't really need as well because his long like he doesn't have a long hair, whatever. But you can try if it even makes it better. Go ahead, like I'm not stopping if it makes it better. So yeah, that's pretty much on how washing your hair for me at least.
Yeah, it's not very complicated, just make sure to wash everything and don't use shampoo every day. You don't need to and it's not good for you. I know some people don't use shampoo at all, like I've seen those videos on YouTube, like 4 years without shampoo or whatever. Like, I
More
don't
like
know.
hippies, I don't know, like they stink.
Like those guys with long hair, I don't know. For me personally, I don't think that's good. But you can do a research. If you don't want to use it, you can just not use it. I don't know, whatever.
Yeah. I don't know about people who don't use shampoo. I've never met one in my life. I'm not gonna lie. Have I met anybody whose hair smells bad? I don't know. Like maybe I have, but like until you get close to them and you hug them, you don't really feel it. I don't feel like hair smells too much. But if you're hugging, if you're a social person, washing your hair is really important. And if it smells, no, 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 no. It just shows like, man, do you not wash your hair or something?
And when you use wax, your hair is going to smell like the wax. And what I hated was, I bought my first wax in January 2023, actually one day before my birthday. I bought it and I used it for a lot of time. And I really got used to the smell. and then as soon as I bought a new one, they changed the smell then. So it smelled different, and I don't know, it's a little bit weird because it's like kind of a sweet smell, but I don't really like it that much. But nobody's really going to feel that as long as you're using fragrances and stuff. So everyone's going to feel the fragrance. But just be aware that if you haven't used wax before, when you start using it, it's going to have a smell to it. And when you, during the day, if you want to touch your hair or readjust something, be aware that your hand is going to smell like that now, and you have to wash your hands if you don't want your hand to smell like that and to have that um, kind of a sticky feel to it, because wax is, after it gets to your hair, when you touch it, it will be a little bit sticky on your fingers. So be aware of that as well.
Um, about that, when I used to have like when I used to style my hair a lot, I would get like fade here. Well, back when I was young, like 12 years old, stuff like that. I would I would have hair on top. Um, for you to understand that, Ahmed, it's like Stewie's haircut basically, but not that long as his, not long hair as his. So I would have like a good amount of hair, and I would just I would go left most or right. I would go right, make sure everything goes right, and like just here like just a fade here, high fade, and just go there. So when I used to use wax a lot, I noticed that I didn't like the ones that were like gooey.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like really like how to put this is they're like cream, they're like basically like more like you know what I'm trying to say, like they're soft and it's basically like putting cream on your hand. That's how it is. That's how it feels.
I don't know if you're talking about ones like mine, because mine is. Let me open it and I'll
Let me
show.
see yours.
It is like this.
Can you touch it? I want to see how what's the
I
consistency of
mean,
it. Like
it's pretty much like a cream, or not like cream, a little bit more hard, but it's
hmm
kind of like a cream, to be honest.
for me, I like the ones that are actually like wax, the ones that are like hard, not really very hard to put on, but like they're a little bit soft, but they're hard to put on. Like you
Mm-hmm.
need you need good amount. You need to spread and you need to do whatever. Those ones like stay good. But for me, I use like really gooey. Like it's really like creamy. Like basically,
Mm-hmm.
how to put it, like it was like gel, slime. There we go, slimy.
Yeah.
So that ones I didn't like because they would just go away by time fast, and you needed to use like a good amount of it. And plus, you needed a hair dryer to like make it kind
Mm-hmm.
of stick there.
I see.
So that one's I threw away, and I have a good wax. They're still there. I don't use it because I don't need it. So, but it's like hard and it's good to use and doesn't really smell even like too much. I don't like the wax that smells so hard. Like they have this like you know the guy uses like wax once you smell like it's so hard like
Mm,
the smell is very like it's I don't know like very strong the smell.
I see. And I noticed that when I go to school, there are so little guys that use wax and gel, and I don't know why they're not using it at all. Like their hair isn't terrible, but it's like if they use wax and they style it properly, it would look better. Because I've already said this for me. Like I'm right, if you imagine me like I'm right now, and then when I put on wax, it looks so different. Like it makes me look better. It makes my face look better as well because of the shape of the hair and everything. So I basically don't go out anywhere without using wax unless I'm going out for like 10 minutes to do something or whatever. To go to the shop or like to go for a haircut. Obviously, when you're going for a haircut, you don't want to use wax because like it's not going to be a good experience.
Just wash your head and go to the fucking barber, man.
Yeah, I
Make sure he doesn't smell it, like your stinky ass hair. Make sure you wash it.
Yeah, even if I don't shower, I at night make sure to wash my hair when I use wax. Like just at the sink, even like you can turn on the sink in your bathroom and just wash the hair, and it's going to be better. Because when you go to sleep with the wax and you sleep with, I don't know, it's a weird
Oh
feeling.
no. I would never do that in my life.
Yeah,
It gets on your pillow. It's it gets on your pillow, it gets messy. Because wax is when it hardens and dries out on your hair and it makes your hair look good, you know, like it stays good. At this point, like sure, but I hate going into bed with wax on my hair. It's you can still touch and it's a little bit sticky,
Yeah,
right? So not just you're making your pillow dirty or your bed sheets, but you're making your hair dirty once you wake up. I mean, even though you're gonna go take a shower, it doesn't matter. But still, like it's weird. Like why? Why would you do that?
take a shower or just wash your hair at least when you're going to bed. And if you want to go get a haircut, also just wash your hair really quickly and then go.
I remember this one time I was lining up my friend's like the back of his hair and like here, and I remember because his hair is a little bit like it's stiff and curly, like it's hard, not like a Afro American person like hair, not that much, but it's kinda there, because my friend is from Cuba, and he has like his hair is a little bit curly,
Yeah.
and it's sometimes hard to cut. I cannot really tell if it's this like as much as long as I need to cut it, so I need to make sure like I straighten it out and then I cut it. It's not like ours here, like straight hair basically. um so I tried to line it up and I was like, wait, that doesn't match. I made sure I straightened out his hair, like straight it out, and then I would like line it up. So that's one thing. And also because we were just like hanging out a little bit, and there's like, bro, could you come and line up my hair, because we're like about to go to the beach and stuff, and he got a little bit sweaty. So make sure you're not like your show like neck around here, or don't make sure you're not sweaty, because it definitely makes for the barber hot, like hard to cut your hair. And he might accidentally, because you're a little bit sweaty and it's hard to cut it, he might fuck something up on accident, and then you're left with a little bit like a fucked up lineup, or something.
And also, when you're getting haircuts, don't be afraid to change something or to tell your barber something. Like, even while you're getting the haircut, if you don't like something, just tell him more. Like, if you want something more specific, like let's say last time, I didn't say anything, I just let my barber cut it however it was last time, but I noticed it was shorter on top, and I was like, okay, it's shorter on top, and then when I tried styling it, so it's not as good when I start. So now this time I was like, okay, now this time, let it be a bit longer on top, because it's gonna be easier to style and stuff, and so the fade is normal, and then it's a bit longer on top, and it's easier to style. So make those small changes whenever you feel like them. Maybe you can try to change the haircut from time to time. Like let's say I've gone through a few different types of what I have right now. Like I've had it shorter on top. I've never had, like, not never, but it's probably been 10 years since I've had a buzz cut. Like that's how long it was, and that's how long I've had hair on top more. But I've been with low fade, I've been with mid fade, what I have right now, I've been with high fade, and I'm changing it from time to time. I think I'm going to go into low fade soon, because like, I don't know, I start liking myself a little bit more when I have more hair, so change it up, try different hairstyles. Maybe you can even completely change it. Like I've thought about having a different hairstyle, kind of like almost if you Google Ryan Garcia's hair, I've thought of something similar to that, and I've seen also how he styles his hair, and I liked it, but now I'm not really sure, and I might change it to something similar to that, but we'll see.
For me, I was thinking about getting a perm. For those who know, damn, like for those who know what a perm is, it's a long way, but maybe it will fit me. People say like, buzz cut doesn't. I don't like your buzz cut, or like, oh, maybe your perm could be better, or just grow your hair out. I was like, sure, because I got so used to my like short hairstyle for so long, like 2 years at least, that I just forget about like, should I try something new? Because I've been doing this for 2 years, like short hair type of thing. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I mean, people should be afraid to change in general, and also if you have a beard, like I don't have and Seb doesn't have, but I hope mine is going to grow soon. I have a little bit, you cannot see it on the camera, but I have a little bit. I'm going to show it a bit later. But when I am able to grow a beard, what is really good is to have just, you can do two things. You can either grow it out and have it in a nice shape, or you can leave kind of like a stubble, which looks really good on some people, and I think that's what would look on me. So you grow it out just a little bit and you keep it like short, and it can look really good for some people. And make sure to shape it like, don't let it grow out on your neck and stuff, just shape it until just below your jawline, and it's going to look good on a lot of people.
For me, it grow like, cause on the camera you cannot really see it, but I do a little bit have a mustache. Like you cannot tell because the camera and the lighting, but yeah, if I just go in front of the mirror and like make sure there's light, you'll be able to see it clearly. But here I do have a little bit. Like I'm not. I heard shaving helps. It's a lie. Shaving never helps to make it grow. I have friends who use Dermarol. Ahmed, you know that, right? Yeah, Dermarol.
Dermarol and minoxidil can help. I don't know if you
I
have
was
heard of
thinking.
minoxidil or whatever it's
I
called.
heard like recommendations and all of that. Like, cause I've seen like how to like grow hair or something. You know, like I've been looking at people who have share hairline, maybe a little bit like me. I was like, oh, how to grow hairline or something. You know, Dermarol, minoxidil, whatever. So Dermarol can help because my friend used it and it helps with them. I haven't tried yet. I wanna buy a Dermarol and try it, but you know, I'm sure. I feel like I wanna let my beard grow like on its own and see what happens. I don't know. Maybe it'll be good in the future. Who knows? Maybe I just need to wait like maybe like 1 year something for like for it to grow. I don't know, like with time by age it gets longer and longer with like bigger. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Like on beard, my friend used Dermarol because his was going like in spots. I feel like
Yeah.
he said in spot, and now it helps him to grow like fully. For example, for me, it grows here already. Like it already grows here. Like I shave it there all the time because it doesn't look good. But I don't shave my mustache because people say it fits. I don't know, but you cannot really tell on the camera. But yeah, he said his beard didn't really grow out like in like fully spots, and when she started using Dermarol, like it's how to put this. It's like a one whole beard, like kind of like all together now, not pieces by pieces. Like I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So he said Dermarol helped him.
And if you guys have patch beard that grows like only here or whatever, if it grows only on here and maybe a little bit here, just get that out of there. Like it looks really bad. Some people, I don't know why they just leave it there and it looks really bad. I have two people in my class like that and they sometimes leave it out. It doesn't look good at all. I don't know why people even do that. Like it's pointless in my opinion. It just looks
I have a
bad.
I have a friend who has a decent good beard right here, like that looks good, like it's a natural beard, and he has a mustache, and he's only 17. Like it looks good on him, like it looks really good.
I have a guy in my class who has like actually a beard. Like he's 17, he has actually like a beard. It's not like a father's beard. Like it's not going to be like your father's beard, but it's like it is everywhere. And his friend that's from the same village has a barber shop, so his friend is a barber and he constantly like does his fade, does his beard fade a little bit, and it looks really good on him. But in general, most people when they're 17, they're not going to have a beard, so be patient, and later on when you have it, then you can experiment with different things. But you can try to use a derma roller, you can try to use minoxidil, whatever you want, just, I don't know, depends on your age, I guess, as well, because like, you don't need to use it too early, because like, it's not, your body isn't able to grow a beard yet, so using it will be actually pointless, and when you're like, I don't know, maybe if you're 20 and you still don't have a beard, then you can start using derma roller like minoxidil or that type of stuff, and it can help you for sure. There's a guy, a YouTuber that some of you might know, Austin Dunham. He used to have like kind of a patchy beard, but he used minoxidil and derma roller, and now he has a really nice full beard.
Yeah. For example, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see, but I'll just send a screenshot in Discord for you. Like that's my friend, and it fits him good well. Like I send DMs just in case. After you can if you want to watch.
Okay.
But yeah, um, I think if like make sure you shave everything here. If like your beard grows like only here and on your mustache, right? Like don't grow it out everywhere because it's not like even or not yet. And for some people like it fits only here and like around here. That's it.
And that can also look good on some people. You can try that. Experiment with what you have.
I agree. Or if you don't have, just wait.
Yeah, just wait.
Shave it. Just keep shaving it. That's it.
Yeah.
Until you're like 20 years old or
You
something.
have, like me, something here and a little bit on the sides. Like, just shave that off with whatever you have. If you have a trimmer or if you have like a, I don't know what it's called, like just a normal one. Use whatever you have, just keep shaving it, and that's it. Okay, guys, so that's pretty much going to be it for this episode. This was the 6th episode, and we talked about how to take care of yourself. We talked about hygiene, showers, brush your teeth, cut your nails, use some fragrances, deodorants, use chewing gum, make sure your breath doesn't smell, make sure you don't smell. So guys, if this episode helped you, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to our channel to not miss out on any upcoming content.
If you have a lazy friend who stinks, send them this episode.
Thank you for watching.